Boys and girls, we are live. I am back. Thanks for the well wishes everybody sent. So I appreciate it. It was a bit of a rough week last week for me. But we're back at it. We got a funky donkey slate today. But I kind of like it. I like little weird, 6 game slates sometimes.
Yeah, I do too. It's a good chance to be different. You'll see condensed ownership, so it's fun to play the little slates.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that a little bit, and we're just going to get into the ownership right out the gate. Listen, I get Minnesota case a lot. I understand it. But there is no reason on this slate at $9,600 that Luis Castillo should be 50% owned projected right now. Meaning, when we get into SEs, he's going to even be more owned. Like, that's insanity to me. Like, I talk to me, Smitty. I can't get my head around this. And I love
Yeah,
Castillo. I'm a Castillo stan, but he shouldn't be 50% owned on this slate.
yeah, I'm a big Castillo fan too, but I'm in the same boat. I'll probably come in underweight in my overall, and I want a few twin stacks against him.
Yeah, 100%. Like they're up there for me. Um, I'm thinking about running some 4 and 4s today. With one off, maybe 4-3, and then there. But just kind of looking, I really like what I think is going to be the top of that lineup. Let's see, we got it. Let's look. Let's see where the 20s are at. I haven't got a chance to look. I've been running like a lunatic. So, oh yeah, give me those lefty bats to start. Right, give me Julian, Larnick, Alex, Max. Right, like, and then I would go I'd go two different ways there. Um, I'd go Castro, right? If you're gonna go, um, I probably want to go two, just one. Like if I'm 5 stacking, I'm going Castro. Adding that, I like his stolen base upside today versus Castillo.
Yeah, Castro's been good too.
Yeah, like he's been really good in season long for me, and again, right, he's going to swing from the side he's better at. He's priced right. I mean, they're where are we at stack ownership on them? Their stack ownership is criminally low. Like, sign me up. Like, that's as we're going through, we're getting a little closer, right? I'm all over that, right? Projections versus ownership, and at their price, you can get some bigger bats in. So, give me the leverage on the highest owned pitcher on the slate every single time. All right, let's get back up a little pitching here. What do you think our man who crushed for us last week and at his amazing price, Mr. Cole Ragans?
He's my top pitcher on the slate on both sides. He's my favorite. I'd take him over Castillo.
Me too. So like that's my spot. I like Cole today. I don't love his ownership, and I'll talk a little bit about that here as we get down. So right, he's going to be owned in that second tier, right? Him, Darvish, Heaney. We'll talk about Heaney in a sec. But I like Cole versus that lineup, and the Brewers struggle with lefties. So, what do you think of Gibson today?
I don't know. I don't think I can do it. The Mets just don't strike out.
Okay. So, yeah, that's that. I just don't. I get he projects well, but right, like it's Kyle Gibson. Like, right. I mean, I like his $7,300. There's just other guys I'd rather. We'll talk about there. Let's get to the guy that I don't understand. Even I understand it because it's his price. Okay, he needs $6,600 today, right? He's mispriced. He should be like $7,600. So I get why people are going to him, but Heaney should not be the second highest owned pitcher on this slate. And I think when it condenses, he's really going to be. So give me the A's on the other side. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe some 3-3s, some 4-3s, some 4-4s. Like I'm going to figure out here after we get off how I want to approach this in 3 max. But man, because then I can throw Shohei and some big old other bats in there. I just Man, I can't go there. What are your thoughts on Heaney? You like, and you probably like him today.
No, I'm not playing Heaney. Maybe in 150, I'd still probably be about half the field, but he's not in my main lineups.
Yeah,
I actually in my first build it was a mini A stack, so it shows what I think.
yeah, same. I'm on the A side, so I like you today at his price, right? Like if we can keep him around 20%, I like him there. He's $8,400. The Cubs lineup without Belly, struggles a little. So I'm definitely gonna have some U exposure today. How about you?
Yeah, Cubs have been striking out quite a bit here lately, and the wind's blowing in 10 miles an hour, which is kind of a big deal in Wrigley.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why. So I like the other side, man. If I'm on the other side, if I'm gonna pay up, give me Steele, man. I get it's his game back, and San Diego's been a little hotter, but man, he's 3%, guys. Right. Give me the 3% pitcher that's like been amazing for the last year and a half. Right. I get he's just coming back, but it's that ownership for me, and just nobody's going there because he's not paying. The leverage you can get on the field, right? If he hits, even though you're paying up for him, is massive. Like that's such a big jump. And some of the Padres are going to have some ownership. I mean, I like some of the Padres today too, but that number there, because you got him at 9. Like I'm gonna walk you guys through this. Steele is 3% owned. Bueller is 22% owned in it, right? And they're both coming back now. Bueller's coming back from a totally different thing. Some of the guys were talking in Discord. I don't think there's any chance they let him throw 85 pitches. There's no reason in the month of May against the Marlins in his first start back for the Dodgers to let him throw 85 pitches. What's the upside? None. Like that's all risk, no reward in May, right? It's not like it's September. They're trying to get the number 1 seed. Hey, we need him to go. This is just I don't understand Bueller's ownership there. The sad part is you can't stack the Marlins against him. Other than I like Jazz today as a one-off. Like for me, Jazz is just give me Jazz as a leverage, and maybe Jazz pokes one out.
Yeah, that's really all you can do. And the Dodgers are also just really cautious with their pitchers, them and the Rays. So I don't really trust that either.
Yeah, like I just don't understand going there. My other cheap guy, and I think we're probably on the same page here, right, is give me some SWR, right, against that Mariners team that strikes out at an alarming rate. Again, at his price, I don't care if he gives up 2 runs. Give me 6 Ks, 7 Ks, limit the walks. I'm okay giving up a couple runs. And I think, we could be in a really good spot at his ownership today.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking 10% right now, 9% ownership on him. So I just think there's some leverage there with him today. That's the spot for me. I'm always going to fade the big guys. If you guys ask me if I want to pitch like Alex Wood or something, I'm going to give you the spray bottle gif. Like, just like, again, that we'll talk about the stacks there. Like, it's not just Wood, guys. Like that ace 10 short. Actually, E. Craig's been a little bit better, but I mean, short of Mason Miller, who's pretty much unhittable. Right. If you haven't watched him, just go watch him get a save for them. Right. But I'm not throwing Bryce Wilson. I'm not throwing Munoz. Right. I'm definitely not throwing Manea. But I'm also not going to play the cards because I don't get the cards right.
Nope.
Yeah. Devin saying, right. I get why he projects there. The Mets haven't hit well, and he throws to their weakness. But the one spot I do like for the Mets is, man, Lindor is just on fire, man. That right. If you're going to pull a one-off from that game, pull Lindor. Like Lindor is just, he's just all upside. All right, we got the Cubs and Padres lineups. Let's see what we got. We just got lineup confirmed. Literally got the notification while we're on. Let's take a look at what we got.
Yeah, you talked about Lindor. He's in my main lineup right now, so I like that.
Yeah, he should be, right? I mean, the dude, like, again, if he gets on, he's gone. He's got the power to go out. Like, he's in a good spot there. So, kind of what we expected out of San Diego, right? Arez is hitting up top, Tatis. Uh, oh, no Manny today. Okay. They gave Manny the day off, so they're going Donovan Solano at third base. I like Steele even more now without Manny in there. Um, and on the other side though, if Steele's not in your lineup, I like Profar. Profar's just been on fire. Um, he's just swinging so well. And then the Cubs is kind of what we expect. Yeah, I mean PCA, Yan, Bush. That's kind of what I expected out of them. So nothing too shocking there. What hitters you like out of that game?
I like Tatis and like you said, Profar, but really, I'm not really into that game that much
Me neither.
as far
That's
as
I
offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that. So, and then the next game, right? We talked about the pitchers. You heard what I said about the Twins. Like I'm going there. Um, I I just that K rate, man, for Seattle. I just can't go there today. I really like SWR. He's probably going to make my SE. I would be shocked if he doesn't. What do you think of some of the Mariners bats?
Yeah, I plan to have both sides of that game. They K a lot, but they do have power upside. But it's mainly Rally, Polanco, and then Rojas has been hot, so I like getting to him.
Yeah, Rojas has been hitting the ball well, so I agree there. You like any of the Royals bats today? I'm not a Bryce Wilson fan, but I'm also not excited by KC today either.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like Mike had mentioned earlier, Wilson, I mean, he's definitely not good, but their bullpen's good. So it's not really the best spot for him, especially at their ownership.
Yeah, I like the Cole side. I'm shocked at a little bit of the Brewers lineup, but not terribly. They still got Ortiz up top, which he just strikes out too much for my liking up top. And they move Blake Perkins price up. Other guy, Churi, everybody's kind of priced up now. I'd just rather go another spot. And then I have no interest in the Mets Cards game. I'm not going there. That doesn't really excite me. And again, I can't get the Cardinals right, so they're on my list.
Yeah, no cards for me. I have a little interest in some Mets mini stacks, mainly getting to some JD and Starling Marte and Lindor and Pete.
Okay. What are you doing about the Dodgers today?
I'm playing the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll get different somewhere else.
yeah. So that's where I talked about, like, for single entry 3 max guys, where you can get unique is if you run some A's and Twins, then you can run Shohei and Max and Hernandez. The spot I like is I like Outman today at his price, right? Give me the lefty bat. He's only $3,200. I know he's hitting a little further down, but man, like that thing's murderer's row. So, and they got, Pages is up to $4,000 now. So like, I think he's going to be, I think he's going to get some ownership from it. I'll have to peek and see where he's at now. But again, that's a way to get some exposure. And if you're playing any kind of GPP, you got to be all over the Dodgers. I will for sure in a 3 max. That'll be, be one of my sides. You guys heard, like, I'm probably going to be like a main A, a main Twin, and a main Dodger today. Is probably where I'm going to land for my 3 max, and then mix it up. Right. I'm going to keep messing here. I want to double check the Dodgers lineup, and see where they land. But I think our projected lineup's pretty close. And if you're feeling really froggy and you need to save some money and you got, big giant cojones, you can throw Lux in there at second and move Mookie over to short and hope and pray Lux gets on and Mookie hits a jack and knocks him in.
Yeah, I think it was a couple games ago. He had like the game of his career. I wouldn't count on that every time though.
No, but again, he's $2,800, right? I don't need him to go murderer's row. Again, I told you what I think of the Marlins. Jazz is just a leverage there for me. I put a Easter egg in my article today that nobody has talked about yet. So I'm waiting to see who finds it, but there is an Easter egg in there for you guys. It's I made a little fun with that one. And then I like the A's. I want to see the exact lineup. But I like where they land. I I like Hernandez. Right, like he's $2,100. You're gonna hear me talk about Harris. I like Rooker today. Langoliers is cheap. I'm definitely playing Toro, Nevin. I don't know if Ruiz is going to play today or not. Because he came out yesterday with that issue. So, but again, they're so cheap, and Heaney's so high owned, and Heaney hasn't been great against righties. So, kind of give me some of those righties bats, and I don't hate JD Davis either. Man, righties $3,600, guys. Like that, that with the Dodgers, let you get there. So, and then on the Rangers side for me, I don't know. I just can't get excited. I like the Rangers, and I can't get excited about them today. I call it a gut feeling. I don't like the projections. They should project better, but they also haven't hit lefties great. Listen, guys, I get it. Alex Wood is not like a quality pitcher for fantasy purposes. But I'm just not going there really. Where are you going to land there with the Rangers?
Yeah, I don't really have a ton of interest in the Rangers. They're fine, but not really a priority for me.
Yeah, and I like the weather there tonight. So like, and it's one of those, like, if I lose to them, I lose to them. I'm okay with it. I don't know. That game feels trappy for me. So yeah, I'm excited. 6-game slate. I actually like a little bit of the earlier slate here too. So, give me a quick little turbo. I like Keller. And Jack's just been on fire. I'm curious to see. I'm not betting it. I want to see what Jack can do today against Cleveland. If he just, right, because Cleveland doesn't K, right? Cleveland's one of like the better disciplined teams in the league. I want to see if Jack just walks out and dominates them again. So it'll be interesting to see. And I'll tell you, the early thing that shocked me, the Pirates are playing Cruz versus a lefty today. That dude couldn't hit it with a cricket paddle. Could not hit a left-handed pitcher, right? Like literally, like it could be that wide. I don't think he could hit him. So, but the pitching's so ugly on that earlier slate, right? You just throw Keller and Jack, and try to get lucky with some other bats. Cool. All right. Wouldn't be a day without a moonshot. I'm going to a guy I brought up earlier. We're going to Oakland. I think this is mispriced in the matchup today. Brett Harris, Oakland, for my moonshot, plus 900. It's at FanDuel. I just think that's mispriced against Heaney today.
Yeah, he hit 2 the other day.
Yeah, I know.
Today I'm going with another A. I'm going with Brent Rooker.
Yeah, so you guys see us at the top of the leaderboards, rocking the A's and Twins with some Dodgers, and hit us up in Discord. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to y'all later.